We'll start with the prayer as usual. Please sit with your eyes closed.
Okay.
Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum langayate girim Tat krupatamaham bande Parmananda sagaram अखण्डमण्डलाकारम् व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः Namaste.
Yeah, namaste.
Begin. So, on that day, on the previous day, yesterday we kept it off. So, on the previous day, what we understood is about the holistic health. I introduced about the holistic health, what is called holistic health. And we also discussed about some diseases, some lifestyle diseases, right?
Right.
I will begin again from the holistic lifestyle. What is actually holistic lifestyle? Holistic lifestyle is basically to live a life and to heal your body through laws of Mother Nature. So the Mother Nature is it is very accurate and precise. Got it. So it works under a certain laws, and those laws are very natural. If you see on the planet, there are, according to the Shastras, there are 84 lakhs of Jivatmas, we can say like that, or we can also say that there are 84 types of 84 lakhs types of species on this planet. Among those 84 lakhs, we are one of them. Human body is one of them. Okay, so out of these 84 lakh species, uh, almost every human being, not almost every human being, I must say that every living creature on the planet is governed by the uh, laws of the Mother Nature. So if you see to the animals, insects, crawling animal creatures, living creatures in the water, sea, and below the surface of the earth and on the surface of the earth. So all these creatures, they are living healthy life. They are living very fulfilled life. Apart from human being, every creature is living a fulfilled and healthy life. Why? Because they are governed by the Mother Nature. The Mother Nature is the Mother Nature has set certain parameters, and they are living by default. We can say like that. So if you pick up your mobile phone and the company, the Android or the iPhone, whatever the system you're using it, there is a set application into it. You don't need to use any kind of other things. You just use that application and it works. Similarly, the same thing is applicable in our life as well. In the case of human beings have the power to think and to take action. This is the main thing we have. That is the only difference between human being and the other species. So since we have got the power of thinking, At the same time, power of thinking, we have power to choose and we act according to our thought. So in this case, there is a tendency that we tend to fall under tamas guna. What is the tamas guna? The tamas guna is I can say, it is the dull nature of the human being. Understood? There is a bright nature, there is a passionate nature, and there is a dull nature. What is the bright nature? Bright nature comes under the sattvic guna, or you can say the most positive guna, the positive quality of the human being. Human being is able to think very positive thoughts, very spiritual thoughts, all kinds of spiritual activities and moral thoughts comes under sattvic guna, and all kinds of creation that comes under rajas guna. Anything if you want to create, you need to have some passion into it. So that comes under rajas guna. That is called rajas quality, and the tamas quality is the dull part of the human mind. So in this tamas guna, uh, certain examples I would like to explain is that we feel to sleep, we feel to become lazy, we don't feel like to work very hard, we don't feel like to stay in discipline, we don't follow principle, and we lack stamina, we overeat, we oversleep, we speak rubbish words, we tend to cheat other people's. All these things comes under tamas guna, and we tend to develop wrong habits, which can actually give negative results to our life as well as our health. So that comes under tamas quality. So what I was saying is that if we fall under this tamas quality, then it is only human being who actually keeps jumping from sattvic to rajas, from rajas to tamas, and from tamas to again sattvic, or from passion. That keeps changing depending upon the time and situation and the environment what we are into it. But if you see to other species on the planet, they follow only one routine. They don't have anything else. If you see a dog, the dog has only certain routine to be followed. Apart from that, those routine, you will not find any other new thing in his lifestyle, in his or her lifestyle. At the same time, if you see to any other animal, I just gave an example of a dog, but you take any animal, dog, cat, rat, mice, lion, tiger, elephant, cow, buffalo, their routine is set. That is by default. Nature is governing them. They don't have the ability to think. That is the only difference. Otherwise, what they are doing, the same thing we are doing. They are also eating, shitting, pissing, and reproducing and sleeping. Same thing we are doing. Okay, we also need food. We need to sleep. We need to reproduce, and uh, that's all. But apart from this thing, we have the ability to think as well. Because we have the ability to think, here we distinguish. Here we have the choice that we want to eat veg food or non-veg food, or do we want relationships, or we don't need relationships, do we need money or do we don't need money. All this comes under because we have thoughts, we have the ability to think. Got it?
Right.
That's why human being, he himself is suffering, and he himself doing certain actions wherein, like, he's living a fulfilled and happy life. So what does it mean when I'm saying that human being is capable enough to, when I say that, human being is responsible to for his suffering and pleasure, so it means that, there is no anyone up on the sky or on the planet or like on the space that someone is actually controlling our life. No, it is not that way. But the law of the mother nature is definitely governing our actions. Mother nature has the power to give the result of our actions. We don't produce results. Results are bound to happen depending upon the action what we do it. Understood?
Right.
But in the case of other species, it is totally different case. They do only set kind of actions. If you take a take a lion or a tiger or a cheetah, so they are absolutely 100% carnivorous animal. But now, if you ask me that, don't they fall under sin category? No. Nature has designed their physical structure in such a way. It is it is a creation of the nature. You know, nature has purposefully made such a creator having those ability that they have strong nailed tooth, and they need to hunt. They have very strong nails, so definitely they have to hunt and eat. They don't have any other option. So it is an ecosystem. Are you getting my point? It is an ecosystem. A certain creature is taken birth just to feed some other creature. A certain creature, nature has created a certain animal or a creation to become a food for another creature. Jivasya jivoho jivanam. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Jivasya jivoho jivanam. Every life is a food of any other life. Even we as a human being, we are also consuming one life. But that life is immobile. It is a stable form of the life which we eat in the form of plants and fruits and vegetables, right? So nature has created fruits, plants, vegetables, and plain water for our need, for that is the food of the human being. And at the same time, many other vegetarian animals are there. For them, those fruits and vegetables are also their food. But if you see, for lion, tiger, cat, or dog, or any other carnivorous animal or omnivorous animal, they will prefer to have first fresh non-veg. Fresh, not even non-veg. We can say it's a meat. The nature has designed their structure in such a way that they need to hunt. For that purpose, nature has designed their body in such a way that they can actually hunt. But our body is not designed for hunting. Understood? We don't have such nails like animals. We don't have such teeth like animals. Then, like we plunge someone on some other creature, and we actually nail them, cut them open, and we eat them, and we actually swallow them. We don't do that way. Our physical structure and other physical structure is totally different. It's absolutely different. Understood? So, uh,
Right.
yeah, just a minute. So we are not designed to eat certain kinds of food. We need to understand in this session. We need to understand that what all the mistakes we are doing it. That we are eating certain kinds of food, and we are following certain kind of wrong lifestyle due to which we are suffering. Understood? If we understand what Mother Nature is expecting, or say like what it is demanding, or we can also say in other words that if we understand that how we are designed to live, if we really understand that very well, then we can have a very fruitful and very fulfilling life. There is no doubt about it. In due respect of in whatever financial condition we are, it is not that only rich people or affordable people can follow this lifestyle. Any person can follow this lifestyle. In fact, many of them are definitely those who are under developing stage, so like people who are in say like the people who are into labor community or such like things, they definitely follow the rule by default. Here, one more thing I would like to also say that the people, the other creatures, when I say that they don't have thought, they don't have mind to think and choose. So nature has given them a certain kind of designed lifestyle. They work according to their supernatural intelligence. Now, what is the supernatural intelligence? The supernatural intelligence is actually nothing else. It is also called an intuition power. It is also called a sixth sense power. So we have the sixth sense power. The sixth sense is an antenna actually. It is a connection cord between us and the universe. You know, the universe constantly sends us messages. What is good for us and what is not good for us. What we should do and what we should not do. Are you getting my point?
Right.
This cord is in every creature. Is in every creature. Are you getting my point? Even if you see all the creatures, you know, have you ever seen a small ant eating a rat? We hardly see that case, right? Why? The reason is because, you know, that ant is not designed to eat the meat of the rat. Now, here in Bhagavad Gita, if the Krishna is saying that Jivasya Jivo Jivanam, it means that, you know, badi machli choti machli ko khati hai. We have heard this kind of paraphrase, right? Somewhere in the, it is a dialogue in some of the film, in the Bollywood film. So, this, in simple words, if I'll say that, you know, the big fish will always eat the small fish. So if you expect a shark eating a whale, that is not going to happen because that doesn't fit to its, that the whale does not fit into the intestine or say like into the category of shark fish. Or we can also say in the animal of the on the earth, on the surface which they are living it, no, the tiger or a lion hardly will attack on an elephant. Hardly you will find that a tiger or a lion is attacking on an elephant. They will attack mostly the animal which are actually, you know, weaker than them, like deer or say like, you know, some kind of cow, buffalo, such kind of animal they will attack on it. The animals which are more larger than them in height and body, they on a very rarely you will find that they are attacking on them. Otherwise, they will not attack on them. The same case is with us. You know, the people, the human being, those who are eating non-veg. So in this case, you say, tell them to attack and eat live chicken. Is it possible?
No.
It's
So
not possible.
recently, I mean, it's been almost like 3-4 years since I became completely vegetarian only. In
Hmm.
fact, these days I'm trying to be a vegan only. Like I have given up on milk and curd and things like that. Max, I have ghee and like yeah, like other than that, I do not have other animal products. You know, like completely quit. Uh, so maybe you could suggest like how else can I, enhance this natural
Yeah,
way?
I will definitely suggest. So just understand this one thing first. If you understand the science behind what I am talking about the holistic lifestyle, you will understand everything. So I was saying that, you know, a human being is not intent, you know, by nature it is not intent to hunt an animal with the bare hand and cut open and eat. That is not, we are not designed for that purpose. We need to apply the tool if we really want to hunt an animal, right? With our bare hand, we cannot do it. But an animal, a lion, a tiger, or a dog or cat, they are actually designed. They have got certain kind of uh, ability in them, in their body, which for which they can actually hunt and eat it up. So, what is our nature actually? The human nature. Human nature has got a very beautiful eye. They have got a very delicate, sensitive body. We have five senses. We have ability to think. We can listen. We can speak. We can grasp. We can understand. We can memorize. So a lot of things we are born with so highly potential abilities. To support that kind of work criteria or the tools what we have got by the nature, we have to rely on our soul or on our nature or on our natural food. Understood? So what is the nature of our food? I mean, sorry, what is our food? I'll say in that way, our food is pure fruits and vegetables, water. Okay. Second category comes under grains and pulses. And the third category comes as milk. Milk is not our primary source of food. Even grain and pulses is not the primary source of our food. Understood? Our primary source is only fruits and vegetables and plain water. Whatever nature has produced in its actual form, having a delicious and a tender taste into it, including alkaline water into it, that is our food. So that is available only in fruits and vegetables, right? If you pick up any kind of fruit or any vegetable you can eat it directly in raw form, and you will also get very delicious taste out of it. There is a unique sweetness in every fruit. There is a unique taste in every vegetable. Correct? So
Right.
primarily we are designed to eat pure raw food. Now, over the generation, what happened that because due to a lot of changes and industrialization things happened. So slowly we forgot eating our natural food, and we inclined it, or we can also say that we were forced in such a way through media and publicity and many other things that we created an idea to that the food which we get in a hotel, or say like in any kind of restaurants or hotel, the varieties, okay, that is our food. Or the foods which are produced in factories, that is health conscious food and that is real food. No, but that is not that way. If you see the data of the current scenario of the world, WHO or any other, you'll see that people who are eating a lot of junk food and a lot of stale food and a lot of oily food and dairy food, they are the most people who are suffering in, as compared to the people who are hardly eating anything out of it. If you ask me, I hardly eat such kind of food. I hardly, because if only if sometimes if I'm going out with my family, and for a change we have it, that is a different case, but not on a daily basis. I don't have milk on a daily basis. I never even drink milk at all. So if you ask me that the milk is, is it not good for the human body? I don't say that milk is not good for the human body. In certain cases, milk is requirement for the human body. But in many cases, milk is not the requirement for the human body. It is absolutely waste, and that becomes the reason of the disease as well. Understood?
Right, right. So I mean, it's been almost 1 year since I've actually stopped drinking milk.
Mhm.
And also, like, I also stopped eating junk food and processed food. Everything I stopped. Like, I only eat homemade food and fruits, vegetables, like whatever is made at home. I also like recently stopped eating sugar also. Instead, I started eating jaggery.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So let us go ahead now. Let us look at the scientific approach of the human body and the natural phenomena of the human body. We'll compare with any man-made object. With the human body, we'll be comparing with any man-made object. What is the difference between it? Okay, because in today's time, if you see that people are more relying on the medicines and the technology part, they feel that if we consume medicine we'll become healthy, and if we follow the technology we'll stay healthy life, but that is not that way. The more we live in a natural way, the more we are connected with the nature, we are living a very healthy and fruitful life. So let us understand that thing. So the human body grows naturally from the infant to fully grown adult to old age, and it dies naturally. Yeah, see, that is very natural, right? We are born naturally. We actually grew up from infant to an adult, and from adult we went towards the old age, and then we died naturally. That is a natural phenomena. No one is controlling. That is the nature itself is controlling. Understood? The second point is that human body can produce another human body. That is for sure. Nothing, no doubt about it. Now, the third point is that, due to consciousness, human can think, understand, and live by choice. Because we have the consciousness, why we are able to think, it is only because, nature has given us the boon of consciousness. we can become conscious, and for that we have, so for that reason we have the ability to think and understand and live our life by choice. The fourth point is that human body, if the human body encounters any kind of disease, human body is a capable device to heal and cure that disease on its own if the human body is given proper conducive environment. Right or wrong?
Right.
Absolutely. Now let us see about the man-made object. What is, how that man-made object operates. Any man-made object is not produced naturally. It is produced in the factory by the person itself, by the human being itself, right? So it doesn't grow naturally. As simple as that. Second point, the man-made object cannot produce same object on its own. Can a car can produce another car?
No.
No, it's not going to happen because that car doesn't have the life, right? That mechanism is not there. It is only the human body who can produce another body, who can carry a life within the womb, within the body itself. And there is a bija, there is the seed within the human body that can actually become the catalyst. If the seed goes into the ovary and it can actually produce a baby, that facility is not given in the man-made object. That is not going to happen. The man-made object cannot produce any other, the same living object, right? So here in that case, even that is also not under the category of natural phenomena. Third point, it doesn't have mind and consciousness, so it cannot think, understand, and live by choice. That's very clear. If you're driving a car and there is a traffic in front of you, or there is a car going in front of you, your car doesn't understand that you need to give a brake, and it doesn't brake by itself. Okay, you need to give a brake on the car. You need to apply the brake so that you can stop the car. But if you think that this car, it has a brain and consciousness mind, this car can actually prevent me from an accident. That is not going to happen. If you don't brake, you're going to dash it. The same thing, So, it means that you have the power to control your life. That man-made object doesn't have the power to control it himself or herself. The fourth point is that if a man-made object encounters and if it gets damaged, it is not capable to repair on its own. Where in the case of human being is capable to heal themselves very naturally. Got it?
Yeah.
So now here my one question is that all the medicines are produced in factory. Then how that medicine can actually cure the health condition? It is not going to happen. Definitely it can manage, but it cannot cure. When it comes curing a disease or living a healthy life, almost all medicines are failing over there. It takes care in the case of emergency or some extreme cases, but it doesn't it doesn't give guarantee for curing diseases permanently from the root cause. No. You see the people who are consuming medicines on a daily basis, diabetes or cancer or thyroid or PCOD or any other kind of disease, they keep on eating for long period of time. Then also, they are having the same issue they are carrying on. If they don't consume, the sugar will shoot up or something else will happen or some other complication will happen. Why this is happening? This is happening because they are not understanding the laws of the mother nature, or they don't know about the laws of the mother nature, and they eat and they live and they actually abuse their body. Understood? So yeah, so we need to understand the laws of the mother nature very, very carefully. How is this mother nature working? Now let us understand. So now if we see, in this way, if you see that, then there is no medicine is yet produced which can create body or heal the body. Understood?
Right.
The source of the functioning of our body, that is totally depending upon the vital power or a prana shakti within ourselves. If we become conscious and if we learn how to control our prana, our vital power, then we can definitely live a very healthy and fruitful life. Understood?
Okay.
Now, in terms of holistic lifestyle, we can, this one thing we can have a very strong hope that when all the treatments fail, there is still a possibility of cure in natural and holistic lifestyle. When everything fails, you go to any kind of doctor or any doctor, whatever prevailing issue you are having it, if everything fails, still there is a hope that, following holistic lifestyle, following naturopathy or Ayurveda or our Shastras, there is a hope. It's not only a small hope, there is a big hope that you can again bounce back and live a very healthy and natural life. So it is just a matter of following and having a faith. Whoever follows this path will definitely find the solution to eradicate the ailment from the root cause, and it provides speedy recovery. No other therapy is not giving that kind of speedy recovery. You see, diabetic people are diabetic for 5, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Huh? If medicines would have cured them permanently, then there should be no diabetic patient on the planet. But that is not the case. It is totally opposite. You know, even after consuming medicines on a daily basis, consistently for so many years, still the root cause has not been cured. So this itself shows that, it is not recovering at all. It is just only managing. But if you follow holistic lifestyle, yogic lifestyle, definitely, in very short period of time, you can come out of your ailment, your suffering, and you can live a very healthy and fruitful life. And that too permanently, not only just for a few couple of days. Got it?
Right.
So holistic lifestyle cures all dormant diseases. There is no need for medicines and surgery. Now, what are dormant diseases? Dormant diseases means there is some kind of infection in the body due to some kind of wrong lifestyle. And in future, that dormant disease can turn into diabetes or cancer or PCOD, asthma, anemia, etc., etc., etc. Understood? I will maybe tomorrow we will understand the stages of the disease, which is very interesting subject. If you understand the stages of the disease, then definitely I can say that you are halfway to become your own self doctor. At least you can take care of your own health. So holistic lifestyle has the power to cure the dormant disease from the root cause. And this holistic lifestyle, it works in two ways. First, it makes the patient get rid of all the ailment very speedily. Secondly, it educates to adopt a natural way of life to remain healthy. That is the biggest plus point. Now, if you see in my case, what happened? I did not have an intention to run such kind of programs and to conduct programs about the holistic health and all such things. My only intention in the beginning was to look after my own health and to become a healthy and to live a healthy life. And I wanted to have a very flexible body, like a yogi. That was my only criteria. That was my only choice, not criteria. That was only my intention. But over a period of time, what happened that by following this kind of practice, I got so much of knowledge. The wisdom of this science just started flowing within me because experience started coming into it. No? I started experimenting and I started experiencing it on a daily basis, on a regular basis. And that's how, I gained all this knowledge. Whatever right now I'm speaking, I'm not speaking out of reading by the book or something. I have definitely prepared a presentation which is playing in front of me so that I stick to the point. I don't go from here and there. Otherwise, whatever right now I'm speaking only through the heart and totally on the foundation of my experiments of 6 to 7 years of experiments. Understood?
Right.
We'll go ahead from here. So holistic lifestyle, that is very powerful and very best way to live the life. Now let us understand the cause of disease. What is the cause of disease? As per the science of yoga and naturopathy, or say you can say Ayurveda, or the another concept which I have brought in, that is called holistic lifestyle. Every disease, every disease is a result of the accumulation of the toxin or the foreign matter within our body. Or in a simple word, I can say that accumulation of the toxins and foreign matter in the body is the first cause of disease. Now let us understand where this toxin is getting accumulated in our body. So here I would like to ask you one question, where our toxin gets accumulated. The physical toxin I'm talking about.
Like the urine, the stool, the sweat, the tears.
True, correct. So the first and foremost, the first level of toxin is accumulated in our bladder and our colon, right? If our colon is not capable to throw out the entire toxin which has come inside the large intestine, then the body will start will start going into the wrong direction, or say that the body will start suffering. Now here we will understand with an example, like if you take your kitchen waste, even if one day if you don't throw your kitchen waste, what will happen? The next morning you will see that certain kinds of flies are actually, they have just come on that waste, right?
Right.
That is a bacteria. Bacteria will start taking birth. It will germinate. Now, suppose if you don't throw away your waste bin for 2 days or 3 days or 4 days or 5 days, whatever day, many days, what will happen? Every day, every second, a new creature will take birth, and it will be filled with a lot of bacteria, and it will start fermenting, right?
Right.
And it also start getting composed, and it will release the foul smell, and that we won't like it. Same thing happens in our body. If we actually don't we don't throw out all the toxins, we are definitely going to suffer the same condition. The foul smell will be passing through the anal outlet, that we know if someone farts, it stinks very badly because of the old stool, not because of the new stool. The other thing is that some people's urine stink a lot, and some people's sweat also stink a lot. That is the sign that there is a heavy amount of toxin lying inside the body, which needs to be removed out on an early basis. So, the first cause of disease is the accumulation of the toxin in our body. Got it? Keep this one thing in your mind. You name any kind of disease. The root cause is accumulation of the toxin within the body. Got it?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let us move ahead. So there are 4 parts of detoxification. First one is large intestine, colon. Second one is kidney. Urination happens through the kidney. Third one is skin. Sweating happens from the skin. The fourth one is lungs. Even from the breath, we also release the toxins, which is in the gas form. Understood? So it is the nature of human body to keep the body clean, for which there is a law to support the process of cleanliness by keeping the body clean from within. Now let us understand about the functionality of all these 4 detoxifying organs within ourselves. So the large intestine, whatever food we are eating, from that food, depending upon the food what you are eating, that much amount of or that kind of quality stool will be produced, and it will go and settle down in the large intestine. It won't settle down over there, but from through the large intestine, it will pass through the colon, through the rectum, and it will move out of it. Got it? The
Yeah.
first part. Now for the urine, whatever liquid what we are eating, let it be juice or water, or even in the food, if there is a liquid, that will be also observed by the body, and then later on, which is the unrequired, which is not required, the water which is not required for the human body, that will be passed through the urine. Kidney is nothing else, it is a filter plant within ourselves, we can say that way. The third one is skin, even why we are having crores of millions of pores in our skin. If you see, when we sweat, it is not only one part of the body sweating, entire body sweats. Every hole, every pore of the skin is sweating, right? So how is it? What is the skin? What is the purpose of the skin in our body? The purpose of the skin in our body is to control the temperature. It is an inbuilt system of controlling the temperature, the interaction between our self, or we can say within ourself and without the outside climate. Whatever the climate is in the nature, that actually touches. I mean, we are actually feeling that climate, and once we feel, oh, it is a hot climate, then body will start sweating so that we won't dry up. Understood? And if it is a kind of a coolant, in the same way, whatever climate you go into it, our skin has that ability to protect and prevent from that climate, even from the snow. Also, we can live on a naked body. There are all Naga Siddhas who are living in Himalayas. They don't wear any single cloth. Then also all full season they are naked. How is it possible? Because they have worked on this system. Understood? So, when the nature has given us the ability to sweat, it means that our body is designed, and it is a requirement of the body that we need to sweat at least once a day. So that's why, every human being, that's why I say that, the human being, every person, not every person, the person who is having habit of doing yoga or doing any kind of exercise, and they love to sweat, you will see that they are living the most healthy life. Understood?
Right.
Because, nature is designed body to work, not to rest. Understood? I'm talking about physical rest. Definitely we need physical rest on a daily basis, but it is not that, we just sit and live our life. No, we will become more sick in that way. So if you see any animal, even they also have to work hard for their food. Every day they come out of their home, whatever home or cave or wherever they're living, they are in search of one prey which can feed their hunger, right? It's the same thing in our case that, even we are also working day and night just to feed our stomach, and our responsibilities to take care of it, right? So if we are not giving adequate amount of physical activity to the body, then this body will definitely go rapidly to merge with the mother earth, which means that, the body will tell you that I want to die sooner, so that it will create disease. And at the same time, when the disease comes up, the body, if you see it in a positive way, then the body is giving signal that, there is an issue in your body, there is a toxin in your body. The best thing is to remove the toxin out of your body, so that, the life within us, they want to live a very beautiful and healthy life within this body itself. Understood? Yes. So for having a healthy skin, to have a healthy life, we need to sweat daily at least half an hour. Now, the fourth one is that is the lungs, the breathing part, breath. So here, I will say some important point, which is an eye opener. So, the body, if you see the mechanism, the body, if you don't give the food, it will still survive. Barabar? But if you don't breathe, not even more than 2 minutes, you will be able to survive. Within say like within 4 to 5 minutes or like 10, 15 minutes, you will be gone. Right?
Right.
So what does it mean? That our life is not depending upon the food, neither our immunity is depending on the food. Our life is depending upon the energy, and that energy, I'm not saying that it is available in the lungs, but the lungs becomes the one of the biggest catalyst for the exchange of the oxygen and the carbon dioxide. Understood?
Mm.
So, pranayama practices or say like breathing practices are very much essential. Even if you are not doing asanas, that is still fine. But if you really want to have a healthy mind and a body and emotion and a healthy and a very highly positive energy, then you definitely need to work on your energy part, on your prana shakti. That is possible in yogic science. Everything is possible. So
Right.
so these are the four paths of uh, purification, detoxification, and any one organ, say like large intestine, kidney, or skin or lung, even from out of these four organs, vital organs, if any one vital organ is becoming weaker, it falls this impression, it actually falls, our health definitely drops very drastically. So we need to take care of all these four pathways that I will definitely be explaining you in upcoming sessions.
Mm.
So finally, due to wrong lifestyle and wrong habits of food, the body becomes incapable to throw out toxins. Then the toxins begins to stuck within the body. Hence, accumulation of toxins, waste, and foreign matter in the body is the real cause of disease. The whole philosophy of practice of holistic lifestyle is built only on three basic principles. Now, tomorrow we'll be understanding the principles of the nature and the holistic lifestyle. Today we'll take a break. Today we'll end the session over here, and then again we'll meet at the same time, and from there we'll carry on the other remaining portion. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me.
Yeah. So I understand what you're saying. So maybe I just wanted like actual tips and stuff that I can actually implement in my daily life. I mean, so that's what I was actually looking at.
Yeah. Wait for it. I know. In my 21 days program, uh, I tell what you need to follow from the day one itself. But since
Mm.
this is a 7-day program, it is only knowledge based program. So
Mm.
first I am trying to uh, clear the concept. That is the basic idea.
Right.
Now about the food part, I will come up. Maybe tomorrow, not tomorrow, or say like I will send you one diet plan, routine, or everything on the WhatsApp that you can refer to it. But you will understand only once if you understand the science that why you need to eat in this particular manner. Understood?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So without understanding that why you need to eat in that particular way, you might not get an inspiration to eat that you will. I mean, you might not get an intention to follow that particular lifestyle. But that is,
Right.
I can understand that thing, that how and what you need to eat, what you need to do, what you don't do. That is a matter of only half an hour or 1 hour. I don't need to explain. I don't need to take you through all these sessions also. But since the subject is about holistic living, holistic lifestyle, it is not only the one day you will be following, or only 7 days or 10, 15 days or a month. You are having an intention to carry on your entire life. So for that reason, you need to understand the entire concept of it. That why what is the mistake what we are doing it. What are the errors we are doing it every day. My I'm conscious about my all these four vital organs which I explained you.
Mm.
These are the tools you need. This is actually, every day you need to look after it. Okay, did I pass tools very very easily and smoothly. If not, something is wrong. Oh, is my urine stinking? If yes, something wrong, I'm doing it. Because that is what day in, day out we are doing it. The body is naturally doing it, right? You haven't sweat today, mind it, you sweat it tomorrow, or say like, don't give a long break. Sweating is necessary. Understood? If you are not pumping your heart, if you're not pumping your lungs, if you're not giving enough amount of oxygen to your lungs, if you're not doing breathing exercise of the lung, if you're not giving exercise of the lungs, definitely you need to worry about it rather than worrying when you're having a disease. Understood? This is how, like, say like if you're cooking, if you're in a kitchen, or say like if you have some charge, I mean, if you're working, whatever you're doing it, there is some core thing which you need to always keep an eye on it, right? It is the same thing. We need to keep an eye on these four activities. If any one activity is not happening in a proper way, you need to really focus into it, that what mistake I'm doing it. If let me rectify right away itself. That is why, I am explaining all this entire theory. Yeah. So just be calm. Okay. We'll see you tomorrow back again. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Namaskaram.